Welcome to another video from the Norfolk Herald. It's early September. It's a lovely Monday morning. Sun shining, nice and dry, temperature warm. Not as warm as yesterday. We had it at about 25 degrees yesterday in Norfolk, which for early September you really can't complain about. It's been some time since I've since I've put out a video, and there's reasons for that. The whole staff, including the support staff from the Norfolk Herald, went on holiday. Norfolk Herald once said, very flat Norfolk, and we decided we'd go and see some hills, so we went to the Angus Glens in Scotland. The support staff really had a lovely time. So we took in lots of sights, we climbed lots of hills and saw some beautiful views, as you can see here. We did quite a lot of strenuous exercise. We climbed the Birks of Aberfeldy. That was a particularly warm day. We were quite lucky with the weather overall. But as you can see here, some of the support staff did get a little bit on the tired side and had to stop and have a pant. Another of the outings we had was to the Explorer's Garden in Pitlochry, and certainly some of the support staff thoroughly enjoyed the views there, as you can see. Unfortunately, however, others of the support staff were a little bit short in stature and looked a bit disgruntled because all they could see was stone. But there you are, there's a lot of stone in Scotland, so I suppose she shouldn't have been that disappointed. We took in some really large mountain scenery at Glen Shee, which they thoroughly enjoyed. And overall, yep, they had a fantastic time, and as you can see from the smile on the face of this particular support staff member, it clearly was well appreciated. Anyway, that was the upside. Lovely time we had away. Unfortunately, some of the staff on the Norfolk Herald on the last day then came down with a very bad bug. It didn't put the furry support staff members out of action, but it certainly put the others out of action, and that and the holiday is the reason we haven't had any videos lately, but here we are now. So today we're just going out for a short spin, a couple of nearby villages, to look at a couple of village signs. So we're on the A road that goes between Watton and Thetford. We've been here before on outings, and we're now coming excuse me, we're now coming past the entrance to Wayland Wood, which I have mentioned before, and that's going to be relevant in a little while when we get to the village of Griston. So here we are now entering the village of Griston, just about to go past HMP Wayland on the left hand side. Referred to that before, and I think I've referred to the railway line. We've just gone past the level crossing gate of the railway line that used to exist here. Anyway, we came past Wayland Wood, and the adjacent village to Wayland Wood is Griston, and the village sign commemorates an event that is legendary, the Babes in the Wood. This goes back to the 16th century when a benevolent father had 2 young children. Unfortunately, he died. He left the children in the care of his brother. Unfortunately, the brother was a wicked man, and he wanted to do away with the children so that he could have the inheritance from his brother. So he arranged for somebody to take the children into Wayland Wood and murder them. The man didn't do that. He set them free. Unfortunately, the children were never seen again. They were lost in the wood, and they never found their way out. And that's the legend of the Babes in the Wood. Inspiration for many a pantomime, of course. And right in the middle of the village, we have here on the right hand side the village sign, which I'll now give you a close-up of. You can see an attractive, recently painted sign. I think from some researches I've done that the Griston village sign isn't the original one. It was replaced. I think it had decayed with age. I think it was only replaced a few years ago, so consequently it's in very good condition at the moment, very attractive colouring. Depicting a sad tale. Is it true? Is it not? I don't know. There is some speculation that the wicked uncle involved was also connected with the village of Merton, the de Grey family. I don't think there's any historic proof of that. Just stories that have been embellished, I would guess, but makes for a good pantomime. Like a lot of pantomimes, involves a bit of blood and gore and beanstalks, I seem to remember. Maybe that's another one. Oh, geese come into it as well. I think that's another one still. Well, it's a long time ago since I took the kids to pantomimes. I can't be expected to remember every detail. So that was Griston, and we're now entering the village of Caston, or Carston, depending on whether you're a local or not. Locals do tend to refer to it as Carston, and we've just come to see the village sign here, which is also unusual, I think. Caston, or Carston, was on the route of the pilgrimages that people used to take to Walsingham in North Norfolk. Maybe we'll get there one day. I'm sure some of you will have heard of Walsingham. It's a fascinating place. I love it. But anyway, this was a regular stopping off point. The pilgrims on their way used to take refreshment at Church Farm, and there is also the base of what was a medieval village cross in the same location that we'll see, and obviously it's adjacent to the church as well, so it's a site that would have had some significance in medieval times in the village. And the village sign here depicts, well, there's some speculation. Some people seem to think that it's 3 pilgrims, one of whom is kneeling at a prayer desk. Another interpretation is that it's 2 pilgrims and a monk, but seems unlikely that it would be a monk, because the building that's depicted is actually Church Farm. I'm not sure what a monk would be doing at Church Farm. As far as I'm aware, there was never a monastery at Caston. So I'll leave you to decide, a monk and 2 pilgrims, or 3 pilgrims. And over there in the distance is the base of the medieval cross. And over there is Church Farmhouse. hope you've enjoyed this little video. With any luck, I'll now be putting out a few more, slightly more frequently than has been the case in the last 3 or 4 weeks. I'll try and keep them varied. A lot of it will depend on the weather, of course. I tend not to take the Norfolk Herald out in the wet if I can avoid it. It's not a hard and fast rule, but I prefer not to. But we shall see. I'm aiming maybe to do 1 a week, if not 2. So until next time, stay well and keep smiling.